Welcome, Malaya. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
Okay, first of all, I want to start off by asking you about your big win this weekend, the Best Debut Actor Award. Was it a total surprise, or did you somewhere in your have a gut feeling that you could win it?
I hate getting my expectations up. So I gave myself no expectations. In fact, to the point where I didn't even tell my parents that this was even happening. Because I was like, if something, whatever, then I'll just sort of brush it off. But if I do win, then I'll call them after. So my parents had no idea that this was even happening. I got the award, got into the car, and then called them. And they were like, these are things you tell us. But so I just wanted to avoid any sort of pressure because you know that it gets very scary and then you feel even more disappointed. So I was hoping for it, of course. Did I expect it? I don't know. Like I don't think so. I was too scared to expect it, too scared to want it so badly, even though I did. And then, of course, they called my Nana onto stage to give it to me. So when they said, first, we're going to announce the best debut actress female, and then they called my Nana on stage, then I was like, oh, because I was like, they can't call my Nana on stage and then give it to someone else. So that's when I was like, oh my God, so it's happening. I am getting it. And that was very overwhelming. So the second he's gone up, my eyes are already tearing up. And it was very overwhelming, but so lovely. And it's a night I will never forget ever in my life.
But did receiving the award from your grandfather, Kabir Bedi, make it extra special?
Totally. I was already very emotional, and then to have my Nana give it to me was just something else because he's also been such an integral part of this whole thing. I used to make these acting reels back when I was training. So with my acting class videos, I used to compile them all and make like a 7-8 minute reel that I would show to directors or producers or anyone that I was meeting, to be like, don't give it based off of anything. Just see my work. If you like my work, then, please, like, I would love to work with you. I'd love to test for you. So that was what I'd go and show everyone. And my Nana would come and I would go to my Nana's home and I would show him every single edit of every single reel. I would keep adding new scenes, taking out some scenes, taking in feedback, what type of scenes I should do. And he always guided me with that, and he always gave me his opinion, honest opinion. Sometimes he'd be like, I don't like this scene very much. You should try and do this type of scene. And I'd go and I'd do that. So it's very special. It's very, very special because it feels like it just felt so correct in a lot of ways to get it from him.
Jawani Janiman released on 31st January last year. And in less than 2 months, we saw the pandemic around us. There was lockdown. How, as a newcomer, did that affect you? I'm sure you were at a place where you wanted to just launch yourself. I mean, you wanted to go out, network, meet people, and there you were in your house, not able to do any of that.
Sir, actually, for me, it was actually even less than 2 months because for me, I finished Jawani Janeman and I went off to shoot my second project. I only had 2 weeks after Jawani Janeman actually in this city. After I was shooting in the hills somewhere, and we came back when the lockdown was starting. So actually, after Jawani Janeman, I only got 2 weeks to even be here in Mumbai and soak it in and maybe meet people and so it was barely anything. And then of course the world went into a lockdown and it was tough, because that is a time where you want to be visible, you want to be seen, you want to attend award shows, you want to attend events, you want to, meet people, you want to do so much. And that's the best time to do it because you're fresh in everyone's head. And touch wood, the reviews were good. So there was lots of interest from people. And then cut to the world goes into a lockdown and you don't know what to do because suddenly no one can meet. No one even wants to meet because no one knows what's going to happen to their own films. So everything is all over the place. I had 2 movies signed. I had 2 movies that were about to be signed when the lockdown had started. Right after Jawani Janeman, it was a total high. And during the lockdown, I lost both those movies. Because there was just everyone was figuring out their other projects that were already happening and that was stuck and everything. I lost both the movies. Now of course lockdowns opened up and touch wood, everything's back to normal now, stuff is moving again and everything. But it was incredibly scary at that point. Because I'd worked very, very hard to get there, and I wanted to continue working even harder. And then suddenly the lockdown came, and I was like, but I want to work. And so that was really disappointing. But you make the best out of a bad situation, and that's what I tried to do. I did a lot on social media. I tried having fun, tried keeping myself visible that way, and that worked out well. So no complaints all over.
Now you're most visible with your new music video.
Yes.
Aaj Sajiya, I mean, I heard the track, I saw the video, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a wedding song. So what prompted you to do this music video?
So it was sort of something that I was like, but why not? Because, of course, Saregama is doing the music. Goldie Sohel has written such a wonderful and sung such a wonderful song. And then Dharma 2.0 was involved, and Puneet was directing it. And I was like, why not? And I thought it'd be really, really fun to do it. And I loved the song. I loved the idea of the whole music video. I thought it was so young, so current, so new. And I also thought my character on Javani Jadevan, who's also quite like a little like edgy, cool, young, fun. She got pregnant, but she never got married. So I was like, this is sort of like the wedding that Tia never got. So I also thought that was funny because my character from Javani Janeman would totally walk into her wedding with speakers. So it made total sense also. So I was like, that was another added bonus on top. I thought of it that way also. It was something that I was like, why not? We've all been locked up for so long. Now, of course, before I have another release, a little bit of time is going to go because we have to finish shooting things and everything. So I was like, might as well do something fun that gets me seen. So yeah.
Okay, now I saw the music video and it has this sweet new bride who's dancing her way into her wedding. I read somewhere that your mother advised you not to marry before 30. But as and when you do you see yourself as a coy, shy bride, or do you see yourself as a bride like the music video shows?
Nothing about me is coy or shy. I think the person I was getting married to would wonder what had happened to me if I was acting coy and shy. Because anyone that knows me knows that like I'm just always just full of life, spontaneous, having fun, doing my own thing, So I think the person I was getting married to would suddenly be like, "Isko kya ho gaya?" So I definitely wouldn't be the coy, shy bride. I'd be the fun. I want my wedding to be very fun. This is one thing I've decided. My wedding has to just be extremely fun. Nothing has to be like too serious or too like, people are crying and all. And like I find that very silly. We just all have a great time.
Okay. Now, not many people know that you finished a film with Anurag Kashyap. And from what I've heard, it's an amazing film. But most importantly, you are apparently brilliant in the film.
I'm so glad you heard that.
Now, what can you tell us about it?
Nothing. It wasn't even supposed to be out. So even the fact that people know about it is troublesome. I can't say anything except that it is a...
Did you shoot it right after Javani Janeman?
So actually, funny story, I signed it before Javani Janeman.
Oh, really?
So that was actually the first film I ever signed. But we shot it. So I shot Javani Janeman, came back, had 2 weeks, and then I went to shoot the first schedule of Anurag sir's film. Then I came back, then Javani Janeman released, and then 2 weeks after that, I went back to shoot the second schedule of Anurag sir's film. And now we're still not done. We have 5 days of shoot left that have been pending since the lockdown started.
Oh, okay. Alaya, when you were growing up, when did you first realize that or decide that you definitely wanted to try out, a career in acting? And who were some of the actors who influenced you while you were growing up? I'm sure you must have been seeing a lot of films as you grew up.
Of course. I decided to act very, very late in life. I wanted to be anything but an actor. I totally rejected it and ran away from it because I was like, everyone always assumed I would be an actor. So I was like, you're assuming I'll be an actor? Now I won't be an actor for sure.
Okay.
And, I used to do well in school. I had lots of extracurricular awards. And also I was like, don't think I don't have potential. I can do other things with my life. I thought of it in that way. That was dumb. But so then I was like, okay, fine. And eventually, of course, the acting bug bit me. While I went abroad to study direction. And during my direction course, the acting bug bit me. And then I landed up exactly here. Now today, I won a Filmfare Award. I can't believe it now. It's sunk in again. I have moments where it sinks in, Anyway. I've grown up watching movies, of course, all my life. I love movies. And I think some of the actors from our industry that I've always looked up to and admired are I love Priyanka Chopra. I have always had this thing where I've thoroughly enjoyed watching her do absolutely anything on screen. I think she's just amazing. Um, I had and still have and will always have a big crush on Hrithik Roshan. I don't think that'll ever go away. So these are, I remember that though, like being like there a mad like childhood, I had a mad crush on Hrithik Roshan and I just loved Priyanka Chopra. So I just remember that's carried on till today. I think they're still two of my favorites. And then of course now in everyone else, new people keep coming in. Now I love Alia Bhatt. I just love her work. There's so many more now. I'm blanking. So many. There's so many talented people in our industry. It's just amazing, and I can't wait to do more films and hopefully be a part of that.
Now, Taapsee Pannu won the award for Best Actress for Thappad.
Yes.
Can you tell us any recent performance that you've seen that really blew your mind?
So I said this a lot, even on the Filmfare red carpet, where they were like, "Which films are you rooting for? What are you rooting for?" And Taapsee's name was one I kept saying. Okay. I thought Thappad was such a good film. Right. So simple but so powerful, in so many ways, because it was so complex in its simplicity. I thought it was just amazing. I thought it was a great performance. I thought Deepika and Chhapak was so good. I thought, Tilottama. I'm not sure how to say the name correctly. She was so good in Sir. I thought that was one of the most amazing performances, and she transformed into character so well that I saw her at Filmfare and I did not even realize it was her. Otherwise, I would have gone up to her and I would have been like, "You're so good," because she transformed herself in that character so well that. And then later on, I saw the photos from Filmfare and I was like, "Oh my God, that was her! I should have gone up and said something." So I thought her performance was just so brilliant. So these are the top 3 that are coming to my mind right now. There are so many more because Tripti and Bulbul, very, very good. I think she did an incredible job. Right. Yeah.
Now, as a newcomer, I'm sure you have a wish list of directors you want to work with. You can tick off Anurag Kashyap from there, but who else can you see on that list?
Zoya Akhtar, Shashank Khaitan, so many again. Rohit Shetty. My God, Imtiaz Ali. I can go on and on. So stop me whenever you want. I can just keep going on. Sanjay Leela Bhansali. So, my God, so many more. Many more.
Okay.
Karan Johar. So everyone, I'll keep going on. You can.
Which film are we going to see you in next? Because we have no idea which film we've signed up and which film is on the corner.
I'm dying to tell people everything, but I just can't because otherwise those films will go away from me. So you guys will see soon. There's lots of exciting stuff coming up. I'm doing lots of things that I'm trying to make interesting choices. I'm trying to make slightly risky, but not so risky also. Like, you'll see, I don't want to give away too much. I just want to make good, unique choices.
Okay.
That hopefully will pay off. Now, I don't know. I take all my decisions myself with my team. So if it doesn't pay off, I have only myself to beat.
So from what I hear, you have an interesting mixed bag of films. And, I really enjoyed your performance in Jawani Janeman. I thought it was really fresh and you have a lot of good screen presence.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to watching you in Anurag's film, and all the best for your music video too.
Thank you so much, sir. Means a lot.